Hello. It's been a while. Great to talk with you again. So sorry if the lighting's kind of bad. It's hard to get good lighting in my house. Basically, on my channel, I like to post probably random things. Sorry if that's annoying, but that I find really interesting, because if you're not passionate or happy about what you're making, there's not really a point in making it. So today's topic, it would be this book, this excellent book, The Tao of Health, Sex, and Longevity by Daniel P. Reed. I got this book on Amazon, and I think that it's well worth the less than 2 hours minimum wage price. Probably around 13 or 15 bucks. So this book has, like, as the title says, 3 separate kind of like sections on health, sex, and longevity, with subsections in those. And naturally, when I got it, I started off reading the sex section, because I feel like I have a decent amount of knowledge about health and longevity, being plant-based and compassionate and passionate about the environment, but not as much here and And some of the things I read were really interesting, being on masturbation, particularly for men. So I feel like in America's society standards, they tell people that it's healthy for them to masturbate all the time, but come to find out, it really is not, okay? So I'm going to read to you a little bit, because the best way I can do it is literally just quoting it from chapter 7. This quote that says, "Men who ejaculate once or more daily may eventually lose their minds. Since 20% of male semen is composed of cerebrospinal fluid." Did you know that? Because I totally didn't, okay? "Frequent ejaculation thus causes a chronic drain of the vital fluid that the brain and spine require to function properly. The resulting deficiency of cerebrospinal fluid can cause such increasingly common conditions as premature senility, inability to concentrate, chronic depression, loss of sexual drive, and a host of other related symptoms." So maybe that's why, no offense to a few good guys out there, but maybe that's why there's so many dumb guys today. Because they're masturbating all the time to porn, and it can actually, not always the porn, but that's the cases people have told me about, okay. It could be because you're literally losing brain fluid when you ejaculate all the time. But don't be too upset. Sex is still good for men to have. And so this other quote by, hopefully I'm not butchering the name, Sung Sumo, says that basically it's good for men to still have ejaculation twice a month. So it says, "A man maintain health and longevity if he practices an ejaculation frequency of twice monthly or 24 times in a year. And then, if at the same time he pays careful attention to a proper diet and exercise, he will live a long and healthy life." You hear that, boys? You can still have a good time, just not by yourself. I'm just kidding. JK. But apparently, it's not that big a deal if women masturbate, because we don't have, sperm coming out of us. That's not like our life force when we're wet, I guess. Our eggs come out when we have period. Like, who knew a period could actually be a good thing? Like, it's good to be a woman. It's good to be a woman. So, this part, let's see. Oh, okay, a little bit more on the men and women, and then look at this. So it says, by the time they reach 30, men should entirely give up this self-defeating habit and start conserving semen exclusively for intercourse with women. Men, I'm reading them in the parts, who continue masturbating habitually into their 30s, 40s, and 50s rob themselves of the very essence and energy that fuel their lives and protect their health. So especially if you did want to have kids, then you probably don't want to masturbate. A woman, by contrast, may masturbate to her heart's content without damaging her stores of essence and energy. So basically, ladies, I mean, if you love doing that, you know, you do you. I don't personally, because I don't have a desire to. But yeah, go ladies, and men, just, you know, you can argue all you want, but read the book before. How about you read the book before you argue? And yeah, just remember that you don't want to die prematurely because you were jacking off by yourself. So I just thought that was really interesting, and it stimulated my brain, spiked my interest, you know. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and yeah, read this book, expand your mind, expand your knowledge. Knowledge is power. Use your eyes, but don't believe everything you see. Thank you, and have a great day. Live long and